Hello? Hey, it's me. What's up? What's going on? Do I put the chat in the bottom left during this game? I don't remember. That's okay. What's up, Dopey? How you doing? Oh, so quiet. So suddenly. It's October 19th, alright? That was a close one, huh? Maya? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya? Oh, right. Is he surprised that she switched back, or what? What's down? You already know what's down because you're standing on it. What do you think about that? So there's no reason to ask. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive. And proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. Which one is it, Phoenix? 2 or 3? They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. What a rushed system. I wonder how well it works. As long as Phoenix is on the case, everything's fine. You're sitting. Oh shit. I activated your trap card. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. Wait, wasn't she in the courtroom when that revelation happened? I think... Oh wait, no, that was Maya, not Maya. It was Big Titty Maya, not Child Maya. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Yes. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Maya is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? Powers, right. The big WP. Wolverine man. Should I examine the room? Oh, there's a delay. What the fuck? That's weird. I didn't notice until I started moving the cursor around. I have to fix that. So the stream's late, if you haven't noticed. I was waiting for a call like all day from the place I was getting it serviced, and getting my car serviced, and took quite a while, and then they had someone pick me up, but the person that picked me up got lost on the way, so that it took them like an hour to get to my fucking house, and it was just a wonderful experience all around. But I'm all good to go now. The issue has been resolved. I was having some, I guess it was battery issues, but I put a new battery in that car like a few years ago, so I don't know what the deal is. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. Oh, okay, this is all the same shit. Let's just go. Oh yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so we have to sort of remember what happened. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, the case has kind of been blown wide open now that the victim, like everything has been turned on its head, basically, on Mr. Monkey's head. See what I did there? They're still detaining this man, despite him not doing anything at this point except sleeping. Poor bastard. Oh god, what was his voice? Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? That shit-eating grin? No, you missed things, Dopey? I didn't. It's okay. I got it covered. Hey, WP. Only one day left. Let's make it count. I mean, he has been pretty much absolved of all crimes at this point. I don't even know why he's in the detention center. Yeah. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha 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 ha. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. What? This is very important. And what? And she's a bad bitch? I've only heard rumors anyhow. What about this sweaty nerd? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor, straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everybody knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Fucking shots fired, Phoenix, well said. I can't imagine that either. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. Wow, that's cool. You got to work with your role model. Oh yeah, I forgot he's dead, sorry. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Whoa, were they blackmailing him or something? How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. And he was confronting her about it or something in the Steel Samurai costume, or I don't fucking know. I don't know why he wore the costume. Bit of a weird one. He's a big fan of Will Powers, WP. WPP. Please no, old bag. Oh, I'm not doing her voice. It hurts my throat too much. I'll try and do like a light version of it. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Is she not allowed to speak now? You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. Wow, she's very protective of her donuts. I can relate to that. Yo, I should eat donuts on Sunday. Oh. You know, I used to sit down and eat like a fucking dozen donuts in one sitting on my cheat days back in the day. In addition to like fucking 20 other things. I feel like that's a bit much. Maybe I'll go get like one or two on the weekend. What was her voice? I'm not gonna... She's probably not talking for very long, right? I don't even... Oh. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Oh, we have to talk to her. Okay, no, I'm not doing her voice. You have a Krispy Kreme kiosk in the mall there? Oh, I've never had Krispy Kreme. They don't exist here. Producer Vasquez. Okay, so like the producer is sort of... I do wonder, because the way it's going, it's really setting up the producer to be the one that did it. Like, she's the obvious one to point a finger at, right? But I don't think it's gonna be her. I don't know what it would be, though. Maybe it was the producer, but she told the stupid Salmonella to do it. I don't think Salmonella could kick what's-his-name's ass. Wasn't he like a buff action star? Salmonella's a sweaty nerd. He couldn't kick his ass and stab him through the chest with a spear. Something doesn't add up here still. We'll get to the bottom of it. Krispy Kreme, eh? I just go to Tim Hortons if I want a donut. Timmy Hose. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. It's gonna be like the studio executives, isn't it? Don't we have a fucking picture? Oh, no, the kid deleted the pictures. Are we gonna... Oh. Hello? Why did that happen? She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Oh, Maya. There are many... You have much to learn about this world. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Phoenix, tell her. Tell her all about it. About Mr. Hammer. Oh, I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she was really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. What if he stole the costume to avoid Old Bag? Holy fuck, that would be the fucking... I would feel so bad for Powers if that was the reason. Hell, I still feel bad for Powers, let's be real here. Let's see. Where are we gonna go from here? The employee area? You think anybody's over there? Oh, hello. Something's going on here. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Maya, there was a murder. There's an ongoing investigation. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? We still haven't presented that as evidence. Oh yeah, we have. And we suggested fingerprinting it. Uh-huh. Oh, that was Phoenix. Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. No, 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 no touching. You'll understand when you're older. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
It didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. What the fuck are you saying, Gumshoe? It's dramatic, not dramatique. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I had the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Aha. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. He has literally, at this point, been exonerated. Has he not? How could anyone suspect him at this point? Fuck me. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Well, crushing a paper cup with hot coffee in it would be not great. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yup, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. No shit. No fucking shit. Should we examine some more shit? That grate's still lying here.
They've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I'd just kick it off again.
That poor assistant. Sakes, what a menace to society. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably neo-old Tokyo castle. Maya, anything to add about that? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up.
Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one.
Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one. Hey, thanks, Wade. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. For the itty little bitties. Let's see. Oh, Dopey, that reminds me, the command is good to go. I'll talk to you about the meaty gams after the stream today. I forgot to do it yesterday. Is that what you wanted? Is it all up to code, up to snuff? There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Welcome back, Wade. Is it you? Is it Slim Shady? Both viable options, I think. Let's see. For 3 whole nights? Ooh, baby. 3. 3 is more than 2. Or you've been super busy? Wait. Do you think there's anything else here? I don't. We can check. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Wait. This vending machine has drinks and chips and candy and shit? All in one? What the fuck? Isn't that shit usually separate? Wow. This is the future. Then you gotta go back to the woods. You're a mountain man now. You're a Paul Bundy. Paul Bundy? No. Is that the guy with the ox? I think so. I don't know. Cereal? You're hungry as fuck? You get less room for each thing? What? What do you mean? Oh, I see. Like you want as many options as possible? It's all the same shit. You're Tarzan. Fucking swinging from vines and shit. Huh, it's so normal. I don't know if it's normal, but... A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Right. Got it. I guess I just don't really care either way. I'm not a fussy man. If I want junk, I'll just grab whatever's available. But that's relegated to Sundays now anyway, so... I've talked in the past about my weird food thing. I don't actually really... I don't care if I eat the same thing like 100 times in a row. It doesn't really matter to me. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Well, no shit it's gonna be canceled. One of the actors fucking got murdered. Wasn't he one of the lead roles? These are cheese whatsits. Oh, I see. They're like... I mean, they just look like puffy cheesies or whatever the fuck they're called. Cheesies? Is that right? I think that's what they're called. Really cheesy. Okay. Let's see. So Wade, have you played this game before? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too.
What?
Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer.
Well, that much was obvious. After speaking to Powers, I just realized, look how defined her, like, collarbones are. How tight is that fucking shirt? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Anyways.
She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Really?
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. They're going to make murder mysteries. Except, it will be real. They'll actually fucking kill people. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine.
They will, of course they will be fine. It's a fucking TV show. Get over it, bub.
They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Say something? Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What? Evidence? Evidence that the kids will be fine? What the fuck? Pat, am I gonna show her this? Take that!
And this is...
A fan collected all of these photographs. These kids loved the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay.
Doesn't she collect Steel Samurai trading cards as well? I feel like she's gonna be more devastated than anyone. She's a serious collector. Watch reruns on Boomerang.
But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Really? Okay, great. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Holy shit.
Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
What the fuck? And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? You know how hard it is to fucking hush someone dying up? Like, what the fuck? They have family, presumably, and all of the fucking people that were working on the film. Like, holy shit. Shit like that doesn't just go away. Like, the movie theater I worked at, when it was first built, like, I don't fucking know, like 20 years ago or some shit, one of the people who were working on theater number, what was it? Number 9, I think? Theater number 9. It was 8 or 9. But somebody died while constructing the building. And people are still talking about it 20 years later. Of course, nobody tried to hush that up, because why the fuck would you hush that up? But, like, you see what I mean about the word getting around and just sort of hovering there? So people used to joke that that particular auditorium was haunted. Of course, I don't believe in that shit, but some people got pretty freaked out by it. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Yeah, she's been around this fucking studio for like 80 years. Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk. If we can convince her that, I don't know, it'll help Powers Hammer rest in peace, then I'm sure she'll spew her chunks. Ugh. Spill the beans. You know what I mean. Should we go, I guess we have to go back to the main gate anyway.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
We have to ask about 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Uh-oh.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols.
Nichols? Oh no. Like, what the fuck? I'm just now noticing the fucking, like, vascularity in her neck. Look. Or maybe that's a continuation of her, like, her, collarbone, kind of. No, that doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? I think Penny is secretly ripped. I'm into it.
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just trying to do my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Do I have proof? Penny Nichols? Yep. The names in this game are pretty ridiculous. I do have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Take that! Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
Do we carry around a picture of the bottle? Because we don't have the actual bottle. It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so...
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Sleeping pill powder. Can you snort that?
I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Whoa! Okay. I was not expecting that. She has ties to the fucking mafia. You don't want to fuck with them. You get a cap in your ass. Okay. Oh my god.
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Stop saying that.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
Photograph? Oh. I see. It was the bent spike. Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is the trailer in Studio 2? Is this trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
What an unsafe working environment. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Oh my god. Should we go try and talk to Vasquez? I'm a bit nervous about talking to Vasquez. She's a member of the mafia or some shit. Ties to the fucking mafia. Like, what?
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. Did they ask him to wear the... No. They couldn't have asked him to wear the costume, right? Did they make him put Powers to sleep with sleeping pills? Like, what? Maybe this was like... They promised to let Hammer off the hook if he did this thing for them. And they were trying to frame Hammer for some reason. But why? No, because it's in their best interest to want their show to succeed. Unless the studio executives wanted to... Because they're changing up their programming, right? It's not going to be kids stuff. But killing someone... No. That doesn't make any sense. Because they could just change the programming whenever they wanted. They didn't have to fucking kill somebody. Or like... I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do. Something went wrong, though, for sure. Because... Why the fuck would they kill... the person that they have on the hook, right? If they're basically holding something over Hammer's head, like that accident back in the day, surely they would want to keep him around to keep blackmailing him and, like, whatever the fuck they were doing. I don't know who would do it. No one has a clear motive right now. It's very strange. I don't think there's any reason to examine any of this shit. Oh, we can't even go to Studio One anymore. Why do I not play a game you recommend? It's even on the Steam Summer Sale, Noobzilla. Well, because we've been playing this on Thursdays. Maybe on a day that we don't have a game that we're already playing. I have a long list of stuff to check out though, Noobzilla, so don't feel bad if I don't get to it right away. Look at this sexy lady. She's tied to the mafia, so no touchy. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here the other day, here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. God damn it, Maya. Why do you even come on these little excursions? You're just causing problems. Hey, Moosey. Supreme voice. Thanks. Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Happy Freedom Day. Oh, yeah. All you Americans out there, happy Freedom Fireworks Day. Oh dear. Is it raining? Fuck, man, there's so much rain everywhere. It's crazy. Maybe the world will be buried or fucking flooded in a constant downpour. That's the end of the world. I read a thing about some Arctic fox that traveled like fucking from Norway to Canada in a very expedient fashion. Just thought you guys would like to know that. There you go. Do with that information what you will. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. She is very difficult to talk to. I'm into it. You shall only use this info for bad puns. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty incredible, the sheer distance traveled. So they went from, like, Norway to Greenland, and then to Canada from there. Apparently they used to stop in Iceland, but the ice that typically they travel along to get to Iceland is melted away and it's never coming back, so they can't get to Iceland anymore. You don't like driving in the rain, but outside of that you love it? I don't mind the rain, but when it rains like a bunch of days in a row it gets annoying for me. You hear gunshots? Oh, you should probably take cover. Maybe it's a drive-by. Is somebody out to get you? It's fireworks. Huh. That'll do it. Let's see here. It should come back, maybe well after we're gone. Oh, you're saying once the human race is extinct, the ice will come back? Yeah. I'm sure all the Arctic foxes will rejoice. Oh, should I examine the area a little bit? A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'll run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? No, but look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney badge, Nick? Turns out Phoenix is a dork. You hear gunshots, you grab your guns and fire back. Yes. Congratulations. Or, I don't know how to respond to that, really. It's a different world. We could be gone or not. Foxes could be gone or not. The Earth is going to be around a long time. There's sure to be cycles of extra freezing and extra thawing. Yeah. I mean, only if you're technically probably right, but the human race will have to be extinct before that happens. Or there will have to be serious changes when it comes to climate change and pretty much the entire world trying to fight its effects, which is never going to happen, unfortunately. I'm only now discovering what. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Wait, an incinerator? What did they incinerate recently? This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. Oh, that Phoenix is a dork? Nah, I've been saying it for the past few streams now. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. Where's the fucking bones? You don't think that's so about us having to be gone? Oh, yeah, I did make the stipulation that the entire world would have to fight the effects of climate change. There's a big 2 painted here. So this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if he hadn't brought this photograph in. Don't get all teary-eyed yet. Yeah, Cody's the real hero here. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Hey look, it's the spike. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. It is. A man died on that fence, and they didn't bend the spike back into place. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. The trailer door, it's unlocked. Wait, hang on a minute, I can't look at the spike specifically? Damn, okay, sure. I guess I have a photograph, I don't need to examine the spike. Do you think what's his name is inside the trailer? Oh yeah, here we go. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Oh yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. Hey, Exter. How you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. How you doing? How you doing? I guess she was still on a high. Oh, I've already read that. Oh, Salmonella is not at the studio. I wonder why. A 4-year expired chocolate. Should you eat it? It's probably fine, but I wouldn't eat it. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Winter is coming. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. Is that a dick on the whiteboard? Top right. Check it out, gamers. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Maybe that's why they wanted to change the programming, because the sets were too expensive. An old movie poster. The Singing Samurai. Oh, we've already looked at all these. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Okay, I guess we have all that we're gonna get here. Scarf the whole thing down. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. It's the angel and the devil on his shoulder. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Gargleby. It him. It you. What's up? You missed our riveting discussion about Arctic foxes not being able to go to Iceland anymore because the ice that they walk on is melted and is it's very unlikely to come back. Let's see. I guess we go back to the office. Is there anything else to do here? Can I present shit to her? Oh, I can present the photo. Oh. Oh, she's not even looking. Where? Ooh, what? Where did you get that? Well... Don't rat out old bag. She's gonna get fucking... killed by the mafia. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyways. Oh, that wasn't Nick saying that? Or Phoenix? Fuck. She is me calling Phoenix Nick at this point. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. What the fuck? What is she gonna say? You came. Well then. What was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Huh? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave me a few bruises. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Didn't she kill the reporter? Didn't she get the mafia to kill the reporter? This is a scary lady. Hey, Rigorous. You just came to say hi? Hello. Thanks for coming and saying hi. Oh, you have to go look at fireworks. Oh, have fun. It's the 4th of July. Oh, baby. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys! Yeah, what was I saying about the mafia? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No. Phoenix is just speechless, I guess. Hold it right there! Oh my god, it's fucking Gumshoe. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Huh. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. You'd very much like to be erased. Oh, big mood. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Imagine him practicing outside the door to jump in. Why wouldn't the 4 guys just kill him too? Because he's a police officer and there would be an extremely thorough investigation and the only one on the premises is Vasquez. I guess the same could probably be said about Phoenix. If they got rid of him, I don't know. The thought did cross my mind, why didn't they just get rid of him as well, but...
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. I feel like the mafia being investigated. I mean, at this point, it's pretty incriminating that I think something's gonna happen to Gumshoe before court tomorrow. Detective Joey Wheeler. Hey, that is the voice I'm going for. There you go. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. He's so fucking dead. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Dee Vasquez. So it really was her. It seemed too obvious, so I wasn't expecting it. Erase me, Mommy Vasquez. There you go. Okay. The chances that Phoenix told him where he was going is pretty low. I suppose, yeah. That's true. I feel like if he didn't show up to court the next day, though, there might be some questions.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Hey, thanks, Chugga, for the host. How you doing? The cop also happens to be a witness to mafia dealings. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. He might not show up to court today for reasons unknown. We'll see. Yeah, happy 4th of July to all you Americanos out there. Isn't that a coffee or some shit? What was this guy's voice again? This guy, the judge? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Where's the U? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Where's the U? Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Who's Edgeworth gonna go after? In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. So he's a prosecutor who he's not prosecuting anyone. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. It's almost like it's in the job description. It's in the name. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Dee Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please refrain from smoking in the building. When does this take place? What year does this take place? Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Oh, baby. In the year Japan. There you go. before smartphones, that's true.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
That's not true.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
Wait, what are they talking about Studio 1 for? Wasn't the path blocked to Studio 1? But they came back here for lunch? What the fuck?
Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1.
Wait. Vasquez, it's already been established. There's photographic evidence that the murder happened at Studio 2, right? Well, technically, Hammer is alive in the photo when he's at Studio 2.
That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
So wait. How'd you get past the fucking monkey head in the van? Manelli used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting. Okay.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
She's not going to appreciate getting pressed for information. Well, let's just get a grasp on things again. Right. 2:30 time of death. 2 p.m. is when... Wow, wait. What the fuck? Half an hour passed between him crossing the fucking gate and dying? Right. I never really paid attention to that before. The path was blocked between... Okay, so she's saying at the end of the meeting she went to Studio 1. She got driven. Let's just press her right off the bat to see what she does. Cigarette holder. She's probably 20 years old looking like that. Just smoking like nobody's business. Hold it! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. I believe this is the information we had from Sal as well. There's no reason to press her, but let's do it anyway. Hold it. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Oh. Poor fucking Edgeworth, man. Poor Edgeworth. I don't even know what what are we doing here, man? What the fuck are we doing here? At this point, it's not a prosecution. It's like a fucking a weird gathering of people to question witnesses, hoping that we get to the bottom of a murder that we have pretty much no suspect for at the moment. Well, I mean, we do, but nobody else does. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Hold it! And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Thanks, Edgy boy. Hold it. Hold on. You had Sal take you? Wait, we already asked this during the initial... It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Awkward. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It's just, it's muscle memory for these boys. It was a 15-minute break. Wasn't there more to her testimony? Yeah, I need to practice more at the old cross-examination. How the fuck did it take half an hour for him to die? Was it like a 20-minute altercation? Your 4 years expired chocolate is in perfect condition, while the 2-year expired one of the same brand looked all fucked up, both stored in the same conditions. Yeah. Well, the thing is, before purchase, you don't know how they were stored at the store. Maybe some incompetent employee fucked up. Also, expiration dates are a bit of a weird one anyway, right? Most food doesn't expire when the expiration date. Like, it's still safety for a while. Was there like a fucking hole in the packaging or some shit? I don't know. There are many explanations to this mysterious quandary. Let's see. Hold it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak... Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Is it gonna be the fucking... Hold on. I find it very strange that the gate, the gate with like the photograph thing is only active after the security guard gets there. It kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Because like all of these people that went to Studio 2 were never captured on the photograph, like on the camera, you know? It's really weird. If they ate T-bone steak, there should be bones on the plate, right? I don't know if I see a contradiction right now. Ended at 4. She said something in the initial testimony about finding Hammer's body at Studio 1, right? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to progress through that. Yes. I'm gonna try the T-bone steak thing, I guess. Can you... What are the options here? Oh, you can save in the middle? Okay. There's to be a rehearsal afterwards. I had Sal take me. Am I really going to present the fucking T-bone steak? I don't think this is it. Maybe they just threw out their fucking bones, like... Well, but they left the plates there. And the plates were dirty. Why the fuck would they leave? Why would they take the bones with them? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Where did the photo go of what's his butt at Studio 2? I don't have that as evidence anymore. Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
It's a very weird thing to call her out on, but it might lead somewhere. Somebody ate your fucking licorice? Oh, fuck, dude, that sucks. What kind of licorice? Actually, maybe we shouldn't talk about it. It'll just salt the wound. Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ugh. Ooh. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too? You didn't eat the steak. You ate a boneless steak. I think I'm gonna say the third one. Couldn't she just dispose of the bones? Well, that's what I was saying, but then I was like, they left the dirty plates. Why would they just carry the bones away with them? Please say you ate the bone too. No, come on. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Where's the U? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. Where's the U? As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. She's making faces, Your Honor. She's making faces. I'm saying it with a U, though.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? See, this is what I was talking about. I can't remember if it was earlier in this stream or last time, but there were only a few people who could have, like, kicked this guy's ass. I think it was earlier today. It was her goons that killed him, though, right? The mafia guys, maybe? And everyone else at the studio was under the impression that the goons were studio execs, quote-unquote. But if they were really studio execs, they wouldn't need to keep quiet the fact that they were there in the first place, right? Because the whole fact that they hushed up that the studio executives were there for some reason made no sense when they first revealed that. Yeah, I'm saying it was Will Powers. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Oh? Okay. What? That's not really the route I was going with it.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
Wasn't it found, like, in the... like, fucking sticking out of him? I have proof, Your Honor. Where's the U? I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I can. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Right. Is it because it was broken? He is carrying the spear, yeah. It's the fence? It's the fence? Really? It's so weird. Why? Because he's pierced on the fence there? That's not him, Gargleby. That's an accent from 5 years ago. Did they do it for fucking poetic justice? Like, why the fuck would they kill him using a fence? Was this an accident? It wasn't. So why the fuck would it be the fence? This feels like an ass pull. But I guess it is the same shape as the spear. Did she push him? I kind of assumed she had goons there or something, and maybe they were the studio execs, but Even if it was 5 years ago, there's a term for this. Are you talking about, like, precedent? Nobody knows about this, by the way. Oh, murderers do the same thing? Oh. But one of them is the guy who was murdered. It wouldn't be the same killer for both. Unless it's a copycat. No. But apparently this might not be an accident, by the way. This, But I think maybe she was just... I don't know what to believe anymore. Let's just present this. Take that! Oh. What?
I know you well enough by now to know you're going to present the wrong evidence.
Oh. We already decided it wasn't an accident in the trailer. Well, did we though? Because the murderer said it was not an accident, so we should believe her? I don't know. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all this sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. Should we just present the spear? Take that! I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I am the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? That was still her talking. If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what happened? What weapon?
Okay, now we'll present the fucking photograph. I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Take that! Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I cannot have this or have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, she's sweating now. Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Oh, I forgot that the costume was changed. Right, of course it was. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
They had a van. I'm just wondering what, like, there had to be a lot of blood. Who cleaned that shit up? And did no one fucking, like, look at Studio 2 during the initial investigation? Like, god damn it, Gumshoe. There was no blood. Well, they made a point of, sort of pointing out that there was no blood around the body in Studio 1 where the body was planted. But we have there's no blood fucking anywhere. Now, they couldn't have driven the fucking thing. Give Gumshoe a break, he's underpaid. He did save our ass, to be fair. They couldn't have drove past this. So that's a problem. But I guess we could... She had another way. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
I guess I'll present this. Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. No shit. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not rope this fucking goofball into this? I mean... yeah, so basically what they're suggesting here is they drove there immediately at 4 after the rubble was cleared, so the path was clear. And then they set up the whole scene before everyone arrived at 5 p.m. Which means he didn't need to be involved, right? What if Sal was asleep instead? Well, he definitely... I mean, apparently he was outside. Wait. Was Sal a witness to all this? He was definitely a conspirator if that's the case. Right? Because he already testified and said that he was outside at 2:30. Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to be... Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? You've molten down your chocolate bunny and made a chocolate abortion. Wow, nice. You have a chocolate bunny? What fucking time of year is it right now? Hot damn. Oh, I guess you got the chocolate during Easter and it's been a few months? Or something? Do they sell chocolate bunnies all year round? I have no idea. I don't buy chocolate because I don't like it. So, what happens next? It's the expired one. Don't. Huh? Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so? It was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? He's basically saying, bitch, I probably did it, but you don't have proof, motherfucker.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh! What do I do now? Ooh, do we have decisive evidence here? We don't have anything, do we? Should we ask her to testify again? Wait, but why put... I'm still confused about the sequence of events. Like, why did Hammer... Like, what? Why was he in the costume? What the fuck? Why did he do that? Because, like, the only thing I could have thought of beforehand, before this, was for some reason they put Hammer up to this. Like, they told him to fucking drug his co-star and steal his costume and to try and, like, frame him for some reason. So it, like, took the trail off the Mafia, but now it doesn't seem like that's the case. It just seems like he fucking drugged his buddy for some reason. Because he wanted to be wearing the costume. Did he show up because he wanted to prove that he could be the star of Steel Samurai, so he wore the costume to prove it, and then she said fuck off and pushed him over the edge, or what? He wanted to get hammered. God damn it. Mr. Monkey. Like, what the fuck was Hammer doing? I hope we find that out. The evidence is the monkey head. I'm gonna ask her to testify again. Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. Damn. To come so far only to fail.
It seems there are no further questions.
Bring in Gumshoe. Can I call my own witness? The bitch is a member of the Mafia. Fuck, dude. I mean, I don't want to fuck with the Mafia, though.
I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. God fucking damn it, Edgeworth. I thought you were going to be cool for a minute.
I see. Very well.
Oh. Your Honor. I request that the witness testify again. What?
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well.
Good one, Edgeworth. Good man.
The witness will continue to testify to the court concerning this matter.
Huh. Nick. Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? I mean, he does want to get to the bottom of this too, presumably. He's not a fucking villain. He's just the prosecution. And in this case, we're not even defending anybody. We're trying to fucking prove that this bitch did it. He probably realized she did it too.
But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict?
Yeah, but he's not really convicting anyone at this point.
After all that...
Edgeworth?
I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
We're gonna press her on some of this. She didn't want to get involved. No one was even aware that she was involved until later, right? Phoenix is being a good influence. Yeah. We're trying to clear Power's name, even if we've already done that. Oh, we've definitely already done it. He was cleared like yesterday.
I see no issues raised by the testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick. We're close. Real close. He's starting to help you in the name of justice. Yeah, I mean, it's a softball. It's like a fucking... It's basically a fucking alley-oop for Edgeworth. Like, I don't want to pat him on the back too much, because it's fucking obvious this lady is involved. She basically admitted it herself, but she was like, you don't have any evidence, bitch.
She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Twist the truth out of her. Do you want to... I don't know if it's polite to give titty twisters in court. I was with Sal and Old Bag when we found the body. Hold it! What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
There weren't any there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
But boy?
The witness will continue her testimony.
Poor Phoenix. It's the spiky hair. She buoyed you. Bozo.
The assistant was there too.
Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember.
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Fuck it, I'll just press harder every time. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Huh.
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police. Hold it! What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent.
Have you seen Powers before? He is quite large and imposing, but for some reason, everyone seems to think he's some, like, fucking abomination of a person. Poor fucking Powers, man. Poor Powers. Because apparently most people don't even know what he looks like when he's not in the costume. It's fucking... poor guy. He's the star.
We stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
What are you talking about to lighten things up? This is a pretty serious matter. The security lady Old Bag was quite agitated. Hold it! Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going towards the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay, this is the big one. Hold it. You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus, they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Hold it! The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all.
Yeah, but you didn't know that before you got to the studio.
Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. No, Phoenix, press harder. Edgeworth, jump in.
Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Yes! Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. There you go. There you go, Edgeworth.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
Oh, come on. What? Oh, I thought we had her. You weren't at... Wait, you didn't see him get injured, though. Hold it! How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director?
You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
The assistant was there too. I called the police. I was to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my script and director's notes. And Sal told her about it. Who was present? Was the director present at the rehearsal? He was, wasn't he? Is there a contradiction here? I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. And at this point, this was cleared. I really want to yell objection, yeah. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. This is nothing too. Only Powers was absent. It's because he was sleeping. Is there some way we can, like, show her the pills and fucking the sleeping pill bottle or some shit? Wasn't Powers sleeping because of the pills? He was. But he woke up and showed up after. Like, he slept during the murder, but he was awake and, like, saw the body just like everybody else. So technically there's no contradiction when she says he showed up. I guess I could try that though. We got a full bar. Powers showed up. I immediately called the police. Should we try it? We don't have much to go on here. Wait! Wait. Only 2 photos were taken that day, right? Wouldn't the camera have photographed Powers going through the gate on the way to Studio 2? Or sorry, Studio 1? After he woke up? But he did wake up and he did go there. The camera thing is kind of stupid because it only took 2 pictures when a lot more people went through the gate. It seems pretty inconsistent. We'll try the pills thing, I guess. Objection! Oh shit. Boom. That didn't go so well. Security lady old bag, Planet Powers saying he did it. Asked to be left out. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Let me take a look at the layout. So she didn't pass through the gate. The gate, let's forget about the gate because it's not really it doesn't seem to have, like, follow any sort of fucking logic. Wait. Think back. Did Powers ever tell us that he saw the dead body? It's hard to remember because it was a week ago. I thought he did. It's not like he got woken up in his room and arrested, right? I gotta at least try to present it when it's relevant. Yeah. I knew that he was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. This is kind of tough. Wait. Didn't she say she was aware of the photo? Earlier, she said she was aware of this photo, the old bag. Wait, but that wasn't during the court proceedings, was it? Wasn't that just in the trailer? Or, wait. Fuck, it's all jumbling together now. The security lady was quite agitated. There's other stuff that doesn't add up in this the more you think about it. Like, if the security lady saw quote-unquote Powers walk past, right? But then Powers showed up later, shouldn't Old Bag have, like, questioned what the fuck was going on? Maybe she's just stupid. The assistant was there too. I don't know what to present here. So she's 5 p.m. is when they found the body, right? Or 4:50 apparently. I mean, that last statement isn't even true anymore, though, right? Wait. I guess I should present evidence contrary to that, even though when you press her, she has an explanation for it. She didn't change her testimony. I knew that he was injured and couldn't do any action. Yeah, so if we present instead of press, that's kind of weird. Maybe I'll present the photo then. I don't know. Well, no, because that's not contradicting anything. What does she say when we press her again? Sal told me. Sal the director. Wait, Sal was there. Oh, right. When we found the body, Sal and Old Bag were there. Scrapbook doesn't have any record of injuries in it. No. Wait. No, never mind. Fuck it. I was gonna say, was Old Bag like chasing the little kid or some stupid shit, but no. The murder weapon was the camera. The monkey head did it. What am I missing here? It's probably something obvious. I called the police. Really obeyed, was quite agitated when the person who did it. I went back to the trailer. Wait, but... So... Why did they even continue with the scheduled shoot if everyone, the producer and the director, both knew that the star was injured? Why would they still go to Studio One expecting... I don't think I can call her out for that, though. For the meeting? What meeting? No, I mean like when they went there at 5 for the shoot. If the producer and director both knew that the shoot wasn't possible, why did everyone gather for the shoot to take place in the first place? It's kind of silly. Powers wasn't there, why would Oldbag accuse him? He showed up after everyone else did. And she's... Oldbag thought she saw Powers walk through earlier. But that's what I was saying earlier, why Oldbag didn't connect the dots that Powers walked through earlier, but then he fucking returns and she never saw him, like, walk back. So she had to know it was a different person, but she's just dumb, I think. She's old, we'll give her a pass. Dementia bag, exactly. Oh, I don't know. At this point we need to present something that contradicts what she's saying. What? This has nothing to do with it. No. Sleeping pill bottle, I mean... No. The van... Does this contradict anything she's saying? They drove there after the meeting. She doesn't specify how quickly she gets there. You can also repress her on a statement that now contradicts info she's given. Oh, really? The picture of the injury is Powers. No, it's the picture of like the limping dude in the costume is Hammer. Sal and Oldbag, the security lady. So can I press her on... I don't know you could repress someone. and like it would give a new result. Hold it! The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. Wait, this is maybe I pressed the wrong thing. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. We wouldn't be rehearsing anything. There was a okay, this is... Oh, we get to see Edgeworth being cool again. We've already read this. I think it's kind of weird that the judge is like shocked by this. At this point, the judge should at least acknowledge the possibility that the witness is most likely at least involved, if not completely guilty. But he doesn't seem to be seeking the truth, he just seems to be along for the ride, I guess. I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. I've already pressed this too, right? Sal told me. Okay. Should we go back to the start? Hold it. We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, but you already knew. Why would you rehearse? When did they arrive at the studio? We've seen this too, 10 minutes before. They weren't there yet. So nobody was there 10 minutes before, but they didn't see the... Why did they wait until everyone was there to call the police? If they arrived 10 minutes before everybody else... Isn't that kind of weird? Oh no, wait, Oldbag was there too? And the assistant. Why did she specify after we pressed her that... Maybe I was just under the wrong impression. Here's the evidence again. Maybe the key is our attorney's badge. The cameras on the gate are so weird, man. It says Powers with a question mark, and at this point it's been confirmed that this guy is Hammer. Who's the woman in the photo? It's not her, is it? You thought they were two different people? They are. So this was allegedly Powers. But it has been confirmed that it is in fact the victim, Hammer, in the Steel Samurai costume. Did I check the photo book? Oh, I can't look in it. I wish. I want to see the cool action shots of the Steel Samurai kicking ass. Although, could we... Okay. Is it gonna be some stupid thing where we have to present the photo of... It was confirmed that is Hammer in the photo. It's a big re for saying Powers on the evidence. Well, it's Powers with a question mark, like it's allegedly Powers. Is it gonna be something stupid where we have to present that photo and just present it as if it were Powers to contradict what Vasquez is saying, even though it's been proven otherwise already? It's not going to be that, because that doesn't prove anything, though. Powers showed up. Should we try to present it? No, there's no... That was at 2 p.m. This is 3 hours later. It proves nothing, and it contradicts nothing that she's saying. I truly don't see any contradictions here. I feel like a fool. Plant fake evidence, yeah. He did it. Has to be left out. And that's just bullshit. This reeks of bullshit. I was with Sal and Old Bag when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. He would pass through the gate, and there's... the gate is so stupid because it only specifically took pictures when it was convenient for the case in the story. It should be taking pictures of people all the time, surely, right? Still learning how to use it. So there's a van. The van was there. It doesn't affect anything in her story though, does it? Did I press her on this? Mr. Powers was taking a nap. So he says... There's a dead body, expect him to be calm. Wouldn't that be the other way around? How long did the monkey head block the road? It blocked it until 4 p.m. The other way around. He discovered a murdered body and one person was missing. No one was thinking very logically. Without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Poor Powers indeed. Poor fucking lad. What was everyone else doing? No one said a thing. It was silent. Sorry I'm late, then silence. Why is everyone so quiet? You should do something to lighten things up. Why did she say that? I'm not crazy, right? 4 p.m.? Yeah. There's nothing wrong there. I called the police, Power showed up. Hold it. She saw him going towards the studio. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. So she knew about the photograph. I heard this after the fact, of course he did. No, there's nothing there we can use. This is obviously the shadiest part. What if it really is the sleeping pills? What, and I just tried to present them in the wrong part of the testimony? Well, the problem with this is I can't remember if Powers ever said that he ever actually saw the body. I don't remember. I could have sworn he said that he saw it when we first talked to him when he was in the detention center, but I'm pretty sure he did enter the room. Like he entered Studio 1. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. What did she say to this again? Everyone else was questioned. We were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Bigwigs at the meeting. Her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Yo, I'm shook too, Gargleby, because I can't find the contradiction. The Power versus Hammer injury thing is your thonk despite the question mark. Question mark doesn't mean it's not him. Well, no. It also doesn't mean it is him, though. It's just, when the evidence was first presented, it was presented that that was allegedly Powers. But of course, it's a dude in a fucking suit, so you can't tell. But through the other 2 days in court that we've done, we have proven that it was indeed Hammer. Because there's the fucking pills that prove what's his butt was sleeping, and then There's a kid with a camera that took another picture that for some reason I don't have access to in my evidence. Would Hammer have motive to be in the suit at that time? No. I still don't know why he was in the suit in the first place. There was an outfit swap. Yeah, they ripped Hammer out and shoved him into a fucking... the villain costume, basically. So as to try to frame Powers. Because everyone would think that the person in the costume was Powers. Sal Oldbeg and the security lady when we found the body. Well, I should say it's an alleged outfit swap, although I suppose everything is alleged. Because we don't know for sure that she swapped the fucking outfit. But someone did. She denies it, of course. Allegedly, she didn't do it. The chocolate abomination's actually pretty good. Sugar, 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 sugar. You can't go wrong, really, can you? That's with Sal and Oldbag. Where's Dave's? I don't know. Busy with life. He's been showing up less, but he's still on Discord. Jabbering away. So he's still around. Just not here. Whoops. Maybe he'll turn into a ducky who is super active in the Discord but doesn't actually show up to the stream very often. The assistant was there too. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. What am I thonking? I mean, nothing really. Just a big old empty cavernous space up here. I can't figure it out. I've been voicing my thoughts as they've been coming to me, stream of consciousness style. I'm not withholding anything from you guys. I don't know. I don't see a contradiction, which is the whole point of presenting the evidence, right? To be like, you're wrong, bitch, because I have this. I was with Sal, Oldbeg, and the security lady when we found the body. Maybe Vasquez is right. We don't have hard evidence. Manelli used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. So Oldbeg was already there. Did they arrive at the same time? Wait, let's press this again to see what she says. I forget. Let's say it was then. When did you and Manila arrive at the studio? So Oldbeg arrived at conveniently the exact same time as them. Where were the other employees? They weren't there yet. Wait. Hello? Like, this is the weirdest part, right? They arrived before everyone else. Does that mean the van contradicts her first part of the testimony? So she was there before everyone else, but she didn't call the police until everyone arrived. Isn't that weird? This is the boy part. I'm gonna present the van at the first part, I guess. Because she says Old Bag was there. I don't fucking know. I'm going out on a limb here. Objection! No. So I guess we just assume that I was with Sal Bag when we found the body. Even the assistant was there. I immediately called the police. Try presenting the pills when she... I think we already did that. I think that's the first thing I tried. Oh no, maybe I presented the... I think I maybe presented the pills right here. No, I didn't. The problem with that is there's no contradiction. I didn't try this yet. Randomly accuse her. That's kind of... Doesn't that defeat the purpose of this whole system they have set up? Of trying to find the contradiction. Wait. Okay, I'm waiting. It's the Phoenix Wright way. Is it? The photo of Vasquez and the dead body on the fence. Well, you mean Hammer and the dead body? This? So that's Vasquez on the left? It's not part of the evidence pool, but it's relevant. The photo of Vasquez and the dead body on the fence. Oh, yeah. Like the... Okay, yeah, not an actual photo, but like what the game showed us when we were accusing her in the moment, yeah. That's relevant right now. Okay. Wait, did Powers show up without his costume? He must have. He showed up for a shoot without the costume and no one thought that was weird. I guess there was a dead fucking body. Because they burned the costume, didn't they? so let's, I guess, recall the image in our minds that Gargleby's talking about. It was her standing there. Wait, didn't she have a shocked look on her face for some reason? And what's his butt was laying over it? Hammer. Did they not want to kill Hammer? That doesn't really matter though. She did look surprised, didn't she? I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any, Oh wait, Hammer. It was fucking Powers that was injured, not Hammer. Right? But how do we call her out on that? Wait, this is just wrong. What do we say? What is it? What the fuck? No, did you though, Gargleby? You were just talking about the photo of Powers. Oh, I see. That's what you were saying the whole time. Never got that from what you were saying, but we'll roll with it. Well, that is literally not a photo of Powers, though. So you never specified the second half of your point, I just thought you were talking about the photo specifically. For some reason, and I didn't know why. Who is there a photo of, though? And now Exter's debating. The non-evidence photo relevance has to do with the outfit. I don't even know what you're talking about now. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manello was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manello. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, You met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. Wait, hang on a minute. Well, I'm not gonna rehash, actually. Well, fuck it, why not? Well, fuck it, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order, order, I will have order.
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she has a motive?
Oh my fucking god, are we gonna go through another fucking half an hour of this shit? Because she thought it was... Did she think it was Powers in the suit the whole time? And she wanted to kill Powers? Can I prove that, though? Prove that she had a motive? Oh, never mind. It's just the old photo. She wants to tie up a loose end, I guess. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Take that. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before?
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say. I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
What the fuck? Didn't we just do that? Since she had no real motive due to Hammer being a massively lucrative cash cow that's 100% under her control, she doesn't really have a motive. Yeah, what a twist, she didn't do it after all, yeah. Hey Finn, what up? How you doing? Why the fuck did he steal the Steel Samurai costume? She put him up to it, right? Did she have anything against Powers? We can't prove that with the evidence anyways. It's obvious. You saying it's obvious is really helping, Exter. Keep saying that. Figured you'd pop in before bed. Well, it's nice to see you, Finn. Do I present the fucking photo again? Like... The stream is spicy. Yeah, I'm starting to get more and more annoyed. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Spent all day dealing with car stuff. Basically wasted the whole day. It just got me to present the same shit 2 times in a row. That is the dumbest shit I've ever experienced in my life. This is my proof! I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. You've been awake for 10 hours and haven't even moved. Jeez. We're so close. Think this one through. They wanted it to be canceled. They wanted some weird thing to get the show canceled. They could have just canceled the fucking show. That can't be a motive. There's nothing I could present that would even suggest that anyways. Why Hammer was wearing the costume and why he was fake limping. Because he wanted people to think he was Powers. Why am I here? I'm starting to question that. I'm really starting to question that. Why am I here? Okay, I did say earlier that maybe she wanted to get rid of Powers. Jackhammer was pretending to be our boy Powers. But the same thing could be said. Why the fuck would she want to get rid of Powers? Makes no sense either. Why did Hammer want to appear as Powers? And why did he go to the trailer when he did. Who fucking knows? It's not really the question we're asking here either, it's what is her motive? He wanted to do something and pin it on Powers. Okay. Still pretty much has nothing to do with Vasquez, which is great. You know what? Fuck it. She has no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. You're fucking kidding me, dude. What's that now? Okay, what is this now? The most likely explanation that ties up the loose ends. He was coming to kill her. Obviously, he put on the costume and fake limp to frame Powers for the murder, and she killed him before, more or less in self-defense. He fell off the railing and got impaled. Yes, this is all very satisfying conclusion to this. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Even she's surprised. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. I mean, this whole time I've been asking why he did this shit, and I was kind of figuring it was some weird thing linked to her blackmailing him, but you're right, this is the most obvious. Very obvious. Oh, I'm skipping dialogue now. Hey, Chugga, I finally got it. You want to say you were right about that one thing you're very proud? Here's what I'll tell you, Gargleby. Yeah, go to law school and become better at, like, making your point. Yeah, okay, we understand the situation now. What purpose? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly... Yeah, the Mafia, she's a bitch. She broke her cigarette. If I'm struggling in this thing, I'm going to have a miserable time in the next two cases. So what you're saying is I should drop this game, Hexter? That's a great idea. I'm miserable all the time. I'm extra miserable right now. Maybe it's because I feel like I just had a shit day and now I'm sitting here feeling stupid on Twitch. Breath of the Wild. We're done with Breath of the Wild, Finn. Don't drop the game. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually dropping the game. You did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Well, I'm glad that the fucking mobster got off the hook. Someone call an ambulance. We're too late. Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oh no, this is the other incident, right? It was an accident. Was doing an action scene.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Vinny, thanks for the host. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Jackie, I love you. We love you.
Thank you.
You were a precious being in all of our days.
Thank you for that.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor? Where's the U?
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Nobody bothered to remove the spiky fence after someone got impaled on it. Indeed. That is all. The court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Oh my god, dude, I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Yes, of course.
Whew, I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Congratulations, WP.
Oh, thanks to you I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Oh, he doesn't know the show's cancelled.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Have a good night. Finn. Nick, Edgeworth. Hey, bud. How you doing? That face he was making is a big mood right now. Say something right. Have a booty in celebration of the victory. Thank you. I do love a good booty. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Who hurt you, you edgy fucking jelly bean?
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? We're lovers. Ex-exes. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again?
Wait, is he the princess?
I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. He plays the pink princess. Nice. Good for him. Well, that was thoroughly dreadful. So what are we playing tomorrow? We are playing Banner Saga. I think we're coming to the end of Banner Saga. That'll be at like 4 p.m. CST unless I have to wait all day for a phone call from like a mechanic or something. I'll let you guys know on Discord. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. I'm not gonna be... yeah, we're ending. That's all I'll say, I guess. Yeah, 4 p.m. Maybe 5, I don't fucking know. How's my saga going? Painful answers? Some answers. Pretty painful. Only the wave-based combat stuff is painful. Does not mesh at all with my playstyle. I absolutely do not like it whatsoever. Couple of my favorite characters have been killed off. One of them was especially infuriating because it felt like they just needed to check a box and fill a quota of characters dying every now and then because they felt like they had to. I've gotten some answers from Juno. I wasn't like particularly happy with most of the answers she gave me, but at least they're answers. Yeah. Like I wasn't super satisfied with what the dredge were or Juno and Avon's involvement with what is going on, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'll talk more about it tomorrow, I guess. Sorry for getting pretty pissed, or salty at least, near the end there, but it happens. It happens. I guess all I have to say on the matter is, fucking deal with it, bitch. This is the world and people get pissed. See you later.